friends. Welcome to New in the Studio. My name is Lisa Schmid, and I am a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. And I love to stamp, especially when it's summer. No, any time of the year. I am excited. I got a new stamp set in the mail yesterday called Spotlight on Nature. And you've probably seen cards made with it because it is just so pretty. What drew me to it actually were the dies. And so I'm going to share those with you as well. All right, let's go ahead and get started. I'll show you where this is in our catalog. This is on page 69, and it is this very darling stamp set with just a little flower, some leaves, a couple words, some backgrounds on a butterfly, and then these fantastic dies. And remember, right now, they're 10% off as long as they're available. So let me show you. These dies are just so fun. And I love, of course, when there's dies that are layered like this, I just think that's a really cool thing because then it makes it easy to use them. So let me just show you first. There's 3 different patterns on these dies. One is this pretty little pattern. One is this. And then the other one is this sort of, I don't know what you call that edge, but that edge. And so those are the 3 different types of edges that are in all these different sizes. Not every edge is in every size, but anyway, so I think that's going to be really fun to use. These are just phenomenal. Hi, friends. So first I'm going to do what I like to call pure stamping, and I haven't done that in a while, I feel like. So I'm going to start by doing that. Let's grab my mat here. And I was thinking I want to stamp on Very Vanilla, and I wanted to make like a color block over here. And I was like, how can I do that? I don't have a rectangle stamp. I suppose, actually, I could use the rectangle block. I'm going to use the block now that I just thought of that. I was going to put paper and then, but there is absolutely no need for all that. I think this is just, all of a sudden I looked at the block and thought, yeah, that's exactly the size I want. So I am going to take Lemon Lolly and I'm just going to ink up our block just like that, kind of moving it all over. Got a good amount of ink on it. The one thing you kind of have to watch out for, and I don't know if you saw it when I did that, see these, can you see? I don't know if you can see, there's a stripe here and a stripe here because I pushed on the stamp pad. So just make sure when you're inking it up, if you don't push too hard to get those edges, because we don't really want some bold lines. You can also probably do it different. There you go. All right, I'm going to stamp that right over here, and I could spritz it with water. That would give it a nice little effect too. But tonight I'm just going to go just like that, just using the block. What do you think about that? That's kind of a fun little background. And then I'm going to use the flower that comes with it, and I'm going to do that in Mossy Meadow. I thought that was a really pretty, this Lemon Lolly and Mossy Meadow. Look like they are really pretty together. All right, so let's do this Mossy Meadow. I'm not sure what you're doing, but that plastic is really loud. You don't think they can hear it? Okay, I can hear it. It feels loud. All right, Mossy Meadow. Told my kids the other day, I told them about a youth hostel and how plastic is super loud at a youth hostel. All right. I'm going to stamp that in Mossy Meadow. Oh, I got that edge there. Okay, so I haven't used this stamp before, so that's good to know. So let's just do one more time, and I'll show you what we do in that case. We take our stamp.
You want to put your background back on?
Yep, but I'm going to re-stamp it and cut it because I haven't stamped with this before. So I'm going to trim this edge with the little flower. And that, because if I do that, then the next person is going to do it, and that's not fun. These are our old craft and rubber craft scissors that cut this rubber really nicely. So I'm going to just trim that off, and I will do it again. And I think that'll work better. So All right, let's go ahead and get our lemon lolly again. All good. Lemon lolly, which side? This side. I'll just stamp that. All of a sudden I was like, well, what if you swirl it? What would that be like? I don't know. Lots of things to try if I'm stamping on an acrylic block. All right, so let's try that again right here. There we go. Yeah, I just wanted that color. And then you could even, if you wanted to, you could go ahead and take your blending brush and sort of just blend in a little bit if you wanted to kind of make it a little bit more, so it's not quite so, what's the word? I don't know. So it's filled in a little bit more. You could do that if you wanted to. Yeah, that definitely made it a little bit darker. All right, let's try again with our really pretty flower here. Boom, 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 boom. I do see there's a little bit on that side, but let's see how it goes. Too much adhesive over here. How unusual. All right, so let's go ahead and stamp this like that. Yeah, much better. And look how pretty that is. I mean, it really, and it's just sort of the line art that I don't even need to color anything. And I'm going to stamp, there's two words in here. One is dear friend, and the other one is thanks. So on this one, we could put dear friend right on this side. Maybe we'll do that. And then put some little dots on that side. I think that will look quite nice. All right, let's get I got to clean off this block. Happy Monday, friends. How is your Monday going? We had a little bit of school today. We had school, but no students. All right, and I'm going to stamp this. Oopsie. It's funny. I feel like I didn't take the paper off or something on this. And I didn't, see? Look at that. I didn't take the acrylic off, or the little, I'm like, why does it look so white? It shouldn't look white. All right, we can do this. Ta-da! I'm going to grab my...
Take a pick.
Yes, because then I can get this paper off the back. I don't think I've ever done that before, but that's okay. There we go. Like something is definitely not right. Okay, there we are. Dear friend. I love that we have dear friends. All right. Now, you've heard me say this before. I am going to stamp my dear friend on, and I actually don't need the mat. I guess that's what maybe part of my issue is right now. I don't need the mat because I am not using the photopolymer. But I am going to stamp the dear friend and see how straight it is. Because sometimes, even though it looks straight, it's not. Okay, that's really good. It is straight. But sometimes you just have to go a little bit up, a little bit down, what have you. So let's go ahead. And I'm going to stamp it right here. Dear friend, I like that. All right, now let's go ahead and assemble. Pure stamping. There are no dies. That's really hard for me to do, but I did it. All right, so we are using Mossy Meadow, which is a really nice kind of darker green. Where is my bone folder? Who's been touching my tools? Oh yeah, probably me.
You're the only one that sits on that side.
I know. All right, and then I cut a 1/4 inch less of lemon lolly. So I'll pop that on there. I do love lemon lolly. Okay, let's go. There we go. That's why I have 3 over here probably. We get it. There we go. Woohoo! All right. And make sure it's opening that way. Yes, it is. All right, we'll pop that on there. And then I did go in a 1/4 inch or just a tiny bit more to give it a nice border there. It's a pretty card. I think it's very pretty, and it is simple and very pretty. All right, so there's that. Very nice. And then I'm going to use These are the rainbow adhesive back dots. And I'm going to use that lemon lolly and put something on this side feels a little bit blank or bare to me. So I'm going to grab one of the big ones, maybe. I'm having issues with my tools lately, I feel like. What? I do.
It's all the tools.
I'm going to put that up here, like there. And then I'm going to grab a little one. What is going on? Maybe it's, oh, there, I got it. And I'm going to stick that one right there. And I'm going to do one more big one. And that one I'm going to put up here. Right there. All right. So there is, oops. And I do have the inside here that I could stamp with, even just using that same Mossy Meadow. Just put a little bit underneath. I'm going to stamp on my silicone mat so I don't get ink all over the place. But I could just do, watch this, it's going to be so pretty. I'm going to stamp, just get a bigger piece. Stamp off once or twice and then just put a little imprint on there. So there's the first time. Ooh, don't push so hard. There's the second time. And then I'm just going to put a little imprint right in the middle or on the side. This side. Like that. Pretty. And we'll put that inside and we've got it. Just a beautiful, pure stamping card. What do you think?
Looks nice.
Hi, Laverne. There we go. Yeah. Very pretty. And you could highlight things of different colors. I just wanted to do a very basic stamping card. So there it is. I have one more to make, of course. But Dave, what do you have for us?
Sure.
Anything?
Yep, I do. We have a few things going on as always. One of the things coming up is our Stampin' Garage Sale. So it is happening on June 27th and 28th. So if you are looking for some great deals, that's a great time to come. Or better yet, before that, drop off your things already priced. We will sell them for you, and then you get that as credit to buy new things. So you know you have lots of things on your wish list for the new catalog. This is a great way for you to turn in some gently used favorites that you maybe have moved on past, and we will sell those for you, and then you get credit to purchase new things. So that is always a very fun time. Great stuff. But that is when that's happening, June 27th and 28th. As I've mentioned before, our June hosted retreat, we have just a couple spots left. And then finally, Card Cafe. Card Cafe is coming up this Saturday, which means really, if you want to come, register tonight, just so we know that you're coming, so we can make sure to have enough stuff ready for everyone. Card Cafe happens here in our Minnetonka studio, happens from 10 until noon. The cost is $25, and you walk away with 10 amazingly beautiful cards, and you will have spent a fun morning of fun, laughter, and stamping. So Card Cafe coming up. As with everything, go to thestamperstudio.com and you will be able to sign up for any of those things, or even just order your stamps right here. Click order Stampin' Up! Products and you'll be taken right in, ready to go.
Thanks. That's fun. I will definitely be using this stamp set on Saturday because I just think it's very classic, very pretty. Okay, one more card I want to make for you. So this started because I want to use one of the dies that I was just showing you. These dies right here. Look how fun they are. There's so many. There's 3 different edges and all different. I guess there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 different sizes for both. Oh, that looks a little smaller than that. Anyway, 6 different sizes approximately. And I am going to use, I wanted to use Pretty in Pink Designer Series paper. And honestly, I'm very low on Pretty in Pink. So I've decided to use Melon Mambo, which goes quite nicely with the Pretty in Pink. I think it works just perfectly with it.
Anyone remember the song Mambo No. 5?
No, I don't. They might. All right. And then this is where my flower is going to go, right here. And so we're going to stamp this flower. And I'm going to stamp it in black.
That circle's so pretty with little border
Isn't
around
it
it.
so fun? I think so too. All right, so we're going to go ahead and stamp our flowers in Memento Black. And I think I'm going to use our silicone mat just in case. I feel like it's going to go off the edge a bit. So let's go ahead. Sometimes when I have a big stamp like that, I actually ink it this way so I can see where I've inked, especially when it's not the photopolymer. And remember, because this is a clear mount, meaning it's rubber, I can draw on it, and I'll show you that in just a moment. All right, let's go ahead and put this right about here, like that. So pretty. And then we're going to color this one, add a little bit of fun color, but I'm also going to stamp the butterfly, which is just really cute. It's a pretty butterfly. I'm going to stamp it right up here, and even if it goes off, that also, I'm okay with that. So he's coming in for a landing on the flower. By the way, I saw the llamas again tonight. They're
You
everywhere.
and Zeus are on a first name basis.
Yeah, Zeus died.
What?
Yes.
Oh.
Sorry, Zeus died. But I did see Fred, Bob, Starlight.
Oh, Starlight's fun.
Yeah, Starlight reminded me of Zeus actually, but because he's big, I think.
Yeah.
Okay. Now I know.
Oh, I'm sad about Zeus.
I know. Since I'm using Pretty in Pink, I want to use a Pretty in Pink marker. I'm also going to use
Isn't that Melon Mambo?
this one? No.
No, but you said the
paper is Pretty in Pink, the top paper. I'm using Pretty in Pink. I'm going to color my leaves and my stems, just add a little bit of color there. And I gotta turn. Yeah, and then there was one more, what's its name? Bob, Fred, Starlight, and one more, there were 4. We seem to have these llamas come all the time.
I think we've got a frequent buyer program on llama
I know.
visits.
Actually, he said, who's going to order now that the mom graduated who kept ordering? He's a nice guy. All right, so there's our green. That looks pretty. A little bit more down here. And then I'm going to color it in, I think I chose the dark, dark Pretty in Pink. And I'm going to put that on, kind of on the top part of all of these, the flowers and the butterfly. Actually, I'm going to do the whole thing and then I'll go over it with a different color. So using that Pretty in Pink. What did you guys do today? How was your Monday? Monday. I did a lot of sitting today. I don't usually sit at school, so it's a little odd. And then I had a cabinet that literally like exploded on me. No, I'm kidding. It exploded because I need to clean it up. That's okay. That's what I'm working on. That's all I need to do. All right, so here's our pretty butterfly. There, I'm gonna do a little bit on this one too, like that. And then on the inside, I'm going to do peach pie. And I'm going to use the darker of the peach pie and kind of do that down here. So it sort of has a, it's not ombre, but it's kind of, I don't know. I'm going to follow on the, kind of on those black lines, except for this one is going to be a pretty peach pie. Such a pretty color. I really like it. Not a fan of peach pie, but I do like the color peach pie. How many of you like peach pie?
I do.
I know. Yeah, I love peaches. We have lots of peaches. And maybe just a little bit on this one, so I didn't feel left out. Okay, I did see I schmutched over there, but that's okay.
Tammy weed whacked for the first time ever.
Oh, wow. How'd that feel? Powerful? All right. Isn't that pretty? Look at those colors. I just think they look really nice. Now, I could just put this right on here like that. Or I was thinking, oh, I kind of want the Melon Mambo to show through here. So I die cut a Melon Mambo in the same size. And if I do it like that, then you can see the Melon Mambo poking through, which I really like that. So I'm going to do that. And I don't think I'm going to pop this up. It's a little big to pop up. Feels a little large. What do you think? Isn't it pretty? Sandy says that's so pretty. Sometimes I like flowers that are not quite as elaborate and maybe just a little bit simpler for me to put together. Okay, I know I said I wasn't going to pop it up, but I feel like I'm not going to. I'm going to stand by what I said. And the reason I haven't stuck this on yet is because I'm going to want ribbon on that. So that's why I'm not sticking it on quite yet. Let's see, our flowers will go kind of like that. Put it like that. All right, pretty, isn't it? Then we're going to use our pink, pretty in pink ribbon. And I am just going to tape the other side. Which side? This side. Just going to put a little adhesive on either side here on the back. There it is. It's so peaceful at school without students.
Funny how that works.
I know. Like, that's the whole reason we have school, right? Oops, that popped right off. That's okay. We'll pop that back on and put one on this side and get it straight. Yeah, that's straight. All right, let's go ahead. Now we can put this on there, and then we'll tie a little piece around it to hold it down, or to add a little knot, or a little bow. I don't know, probably a knot. I'm going to put some on the ribbon for sure. Yeah, they had a party for us at the end of the year. They 3 times. This is the 3rd year. It's fun.
I think it is put on by Hef.
You think so?
Yep.
By the Hopkins Education Foundation?
Yep.
Okay, so I want to stamp the word thanks on one of these. Now I was debating, do I want the same pattern or a different pattern? I'm thinking different as I'm looking at them. So let's stamp our little thanks and we'll see how it looks. Probably should have stamped it in Melon Mambo, but I did not bring over Melon Mambo. So I think I'm just going to stamp it in black. Black, black, black. Let's stamp a little thanks. So pretty. Ugh. I don't know why. Sometimes just the act of stamping, and I'm like, oh, that just is so pretty. What do you think? Isn't that cute? I kind of like it on this side, or I could put it up here. I think I'm going to put it there. You know why? I have a smudge, and I don't want it. So I'm going to put it up there and cover that up, and then we'll put on our other ribbon. Whoa. So these dies are literally to die for. They're so pretty. I love the little decorative edges. I can't wait to see what else we can do with them. All right. That's back there. And cover up my little smudge right there. Kind of want to go a little lower so I'm on the ribbon. And then I'm just going to take a little knot, not a bow, just a knot, and put it right over here. Could put it there. I also could put it right there. I think I'm going to put it here. Yep. A little too much up above. So, all right. Snip, snip. Whoop. Snip, snip. And put that right there with a glue dot. And how cute is that? Simple. It's not simple though. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4 layers. And then of course something inside. But I think it's really, really pretty. What do you guys think? And you know what else it needs? You bet. I think the butterfly needs Wink of Stella. Let's get some Stella on her. Whoa, that came out fast, but that's going to be even more glitter. Okay, I had a mocktail tonight. It was like a pina colada mocktail. And I'm not going to serve alcohol at a school event. And they had slices of pineapple that were dried and had glitter on them. Edible glitter. It was so fun. I'm like, look at, there's gold floating around my drink. And then we could put this little piece inside and you could decorate that or leave it plain. I think I'm going to stamp just the butterfly inside. So we'll grab that. And I'm not going to color it though. Whoops, I'll put it at the top here like this. All right, so stamp this little butterfly here. I'm going to put it up here at the top. You could color it. That would be pretty. And pop that inside. I love when you open it and there's a little surprise inside. I always think that's kind of fun. So pretty. Melon Mambo is a great color. So there we go. We have that, and we have this one. Very, very pretty. So I want to show you just one thing. We talk sometimes about how on the clear mount stamps that you can color. And I'm not going to make a card, but I want to show you that. But I'm going to make sure it's clean first because otherwise it will just be a muddy mess. And we don't want that. It still doesn't look very clean. All right. There we go. It's clean, but it's also still wet. All right. One more time. There we go. Okay, I think that's better. And I'm just going to go ahead and stamp it on just a piece of paper to show you. Let's move these aside. And so I brought over, these are the new core colors that came out, and I'm going to color rather my flower in this berry burst. And then I'm going to color the leaves in a different color. That's right.
So this works best with the rubber stamps.
Rubber stamps, and I'm not using the Stampin' Write, or not. I am using Stampin' Write. I'm not using the blends, Stampin' Blends. The Stampin' Blends are alcohol based, and for some reason because of that, they do not show up so well here. Whereas this is going to show up nicely. And then I'm going to go ahead and use Lost Lagoon. You think that's green enough? Or I could use...
I'll do the other one.
Pretty Peacock. Yeah, just to show you. A little bit darker. All right, so then we'll go ahead and put this. The whole rest of it is in this color, Pretty Peacock. Now, when you finish, what you do is you huff on it.
You huff and you puff and you blow on your stamp.
Yes, because the moisture, so these ones that I've already colored are probably a little bit dry now, but if I huff on it, the moisture from my breath will make it moist again. So like that, huff, and then stamp. So pretty.
So pretty.
Yeah, really, really pretty. Just to get it a different, and
Can you hold it up and hold it there for just a moment?
in just a moment I will. Because while this is still moist, if I color with Wink of Stella, I don't know if you can see, it's pulling the color. Once it dries, it won't do this, but it's pulling the color up a little bit, which how pretty is that? Just to add a little color just with Wink of Stella. There you go. So yeah, when it's still a little bit wet, you can pull up the Wink of Stella. Of course, you could put Wink of Stella on ink on it, but it's already on there. What do you think?
Very pretty.
Isn't that pretty? So that would be a really fun one to make as a card too. I saw one with one stamped like this, and then they had they stamped.
Tina says she loves coloring stamps like that.
Oh, fun! They stamp, and it feels like there's not very many clear mount stamps, but they stamped it like this, and then they cut out a piece, and they probably still use this because the leaf was coming out below it. Oh, I think I'll do that actually.
Yeah, to just make
Not
like
right
the
now, but I will.
spotlight
I will make that and put it in the comments because, yeah, that's.
looks like the magnifying glass.
It's so pretty. I don't want to not use it. The other thing you could do is you could fussy cut one flower
Hey, Jenny.
and pop that up. I did notice in the catalog, I saw this one right here. I was like, wow, that's fun. Where's the die? Yeah, there's not a die
Fussy cut.
for the flower. So that's a lot of fussy cutting, which if you like that, great. And here's the other leaf that's with it, which I think that looks pretty too. Very fun. So that is what I have for you, our spotlight on nature. Spotlight on nature. So pretty, so pretty, so pretty. I am looking forward to seeing you on Saturday because I have another new stamp set, new to me, to show you, and it comes with a punch or dies. I chose to get it with the punch because I like punches. But yeah, looking forward to showing that to you, and I hope you have a great week. I hope you have a wonderful week. So happy stamping, friends.